It was really great to see so many fan arts, so many letters, so many fiction, cosplays.
The reactions were fantastic, way beyond our craziest expectations.
It was impossible to expect a huge community like this and so passionate fans, and it's great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We started the project by making the game we wanted to make for ourselves, but at the end it's really making a game for the players, because that's what's important.
So welcome to the dev commentary of Life is Strange. We're really happy to be there and talk about the game. Thank you for watching.
Thanks.
I'm Raoul Barbet, one of the co-game director of the game.
And I'm Michel Cor, the other co-game director of the game.
We are two game directors working on one project, so it's really interesting to work that way.
It can be hard sometimes, but I think it's a really interesting creative process, because we can challenge each other on a lot of aspects and find out always the better solution for what's best for the game.
If only Michel or Raoul was directing the game would have been really different. They both know how to make a game. Like they're not stuck in their field of expertise. They know a lot of things about each department, and they had this direct contact with the teams.
I'm more from the audiovisual and movie scene, so I was in charge of all the cameras with the camera team. I work a lot with the sound design team also, with the music.
And myself, since I'm from an illustration background, my specialties were more on the art direction, and later, for this game, I'm starting to work way more with the narrative team and the voice recording sessions.
It was cool because they had a similar vision for the game, so we didn't have a yes from one and a no from the other.
And actually, Michel and Raoul are in the game when you think about it, because there are two game directors, so we have a contraction which is Michel. But if you put it the other way around, it's Raoul and Michel, so it's Rachel. And I'm pretty sure they did it on purpose.
The idea behind the game was because both of us worked on Remember Me, and there was some sequences in this game called Memory Remixes, and one of the founders, Hervé Bonin, asked this small core team to think about a game with this kind of mechanism. Very quickly came the episodic adventure game, because we wanted really to do something like that.
There is really a lot of good new ways, interactive ways to tell stories.
On an episodic format, you have to make a lot of choice for episode 1, because you won't be able to change after. A lot of assets have to be there in episode 1. Yeah. So the menu is one of those assets.
It was interesting because there was a lot of variations. We did a lot of tries of what we wanted to show in this menu. The idea was really to basically show the most important locations of the game. So we can see the Blackwell Academy on the top right, we can see the lighthouse, we can see the town of Arcadia Bay. We were really trying to give a sense of location and just showing like the game world with the menu.
We really wanted to make the player feel that all areas are connected, and the menu is a great way to do that.
One of the main importance for us for the game was to have a peaceful game with this sense of you can take your time, and we wanted to reflect that from the menu. So we worked on those small wind effects and the leaves that are going around and the nice and soft music. It was just when you start the game you should feel quite at peace and comfortable. And even when the menu evolves in each episode, there is some small details that are changing. For the menu for episode 4, you have the beach whaled. That's this kind of details we wanted to just add with the variations of the menu. The game takes place in Oregon, in the Pacific Northwest, in the United States. When I went back there on vacations, I've seen a lot of places that really looks like what we did in the game. So I guess it was a really big job of references to be sure that everything was correct, but it's also something that's really exciting about making a game, that you have to look at everything and to reproduce reality, and with, of course, our own lens and stylizations, but we really wanted this to feel like being in Oregon. Sometimes people ask us if we choose to have a game in the United States for marketing, for selling the game. We knew that we were fans of like TV shows like Twin Peaks or X-Files. They have those trees and the Pacific Northwest feeling.
I think they are a great example of a small community thinking that everybody know each other and everybody is happy, but when you put something inside this community, it could be something supernatural. You discover a lot more.
And it's really a way to shift things around and to bring chaos and interesting variations on the characters. And in the end, Life is Strange is really a game and a story about the characters, about their lives. It's not a story about the sci-fi elements. The sci-fi elements are just for us. They were just here to make things interesting.